Hello, stream. There's stream. YouTube took a moment. Playlist Empyrion. Do I have a paid promotion? I do not. Never have so far. No altered contents. Not using AI on this. Game is Empyrion. Galactic Survival. Save that. Go into monetization, turn that thing on. 30 minutes. Save. And start watching. Okie dokie. We are up and running for today. We're calling this the Forge. My intent is to do the Forge mission. We are over here by Thermal Dynamics. It's one of the Polaris sites. The Thermal Interactions Limited. And in here, there's a guy that we want to talk to. And in fact, before I go in there, actually, I'll go in anyway because I think they have an O2. There is one quest giver on this spot. And the initial quest it gives you is go get me something. In this particular case, it was go get me 50 helium tanks, which I did. And I'm going to talk to him in a second. I'm just seeing if there was an O2 thing right nearby. Nah, okay, fine. Once you do that, then you can open it up and he'll actually sell you stuff. And in this case, he says, let me see your catalog. Well, I'm going to let him see my catalog here in a minute. What do you mean my ship's not close enough? That's a lot of bull. I need to grab some some furnaces is what I want. And I think I need 13 of these. And of course, that means I need to move the ship closer because it's not close enough to reach this guy for me to give him. One of the things about the quest that he takes, and I've run into this with some other guys as well, is I try to give them, they ask me for a bunch of stuff that I can't normally carry. And so I put it on to my wireless connection. I come up to him and I go, hey, look, I got all your stuff. And he's like, well, when you have my stuff, come back to me. Like, I got it. He's like, yeah, well, when you have it, come back to me. And I'm like, you're driving me crazy, buddy. Oh, good. I'm glad that went off. So, like, for example, in this case, yeah.
All of the mini quest things to open up a trader, all of the stuff they ask for will fit in your inventory. It's just that you may have to put aside things like, stuff you're regularly carrying, like your ammo.
Yeah. Now, well, in this particular case,
okay, so you've got 8,000 rounds of ammunition in your hotbar.
Hold up. I had a completely empty backpack, nothing in it at all, zip, just like this right now, and I still couldn't fit it in there. I had to throw in transportation boosters, so you may have to do that yourself to add the boosters in there to make sure you have enough space down here in the volume to actually carry what you want to carry to give to them. That was my cue.
You've got 8,000 rounds of ammunition in your hotbar. That's going to take up some space.
Well, I solved it the other way. So 13, I want to sell to him, and F. Let me see your catalog. There we go. Now I got it in there. Furnace, 13. So I'm at 3.4 million. If I sell them this, I'm at 2.7. So this is a nice way to make up some cash, is to come here, sell him furnaces. It all works out pretty well. And I did not have 8 grand at the time, by the way. But anyway, I've had this happen a number of times where I probably have to empty every slot or just go put a backpack mod on. I mean, geez, it's easy. It's easy. All right, we're done here. We're going to head out to the, off to the depot. And move into the next phase. I don't want to take this CV Tonka pair with me on the mission. I have another plan.
Is it a cunning plan?
It is a very cunning plan.
Is it as cunning as a fox that went to Oxford University or was appointed professor of cunning?
No, and keep that water away from me. I'm allergic. Sorry. Doop. Couple quick jumps, and we're back. So one of the notes on the PDA for the Forge is the need for 3 million in cash, which is why I was doing some of that. I have also found a little while ago now that when I get up to speed, if I hit the I key to turn off the auto brake, I can just coast in a direction. It saves me quite a bit of fuel, and I've been finding that it makes a massive difference in how often I have to refuel. Very significant. Of course, it also helps to be actually targeted towards your depot. Depot? All right. So, in between missions, streams, I've been off doing the typical shiny routine to find something new I haven't played with. I must go play with it. I was doing an abandoned drone site. I have this particular fascination that drives everybody else crazy with abandoned sites on planets. I just like the dungeon crawly nature of them. One of the reasons why some other folks don't like to do that is because on the HWS server, you gain some outside game currency for each day you log in and for other things you do. And every time you die, you lose some currency. Not much, but if you get into a death spiral, it can start to add up pretty quick. So I decided to go look at this drone, abandoned drone site. I've done one before, so I kind of knew the layout and how to do it. And I was doing just fine. No problems at all. I've no deaths. I made it maybe 2/3 of the way through the POI, and I started hearing things, and I started hearing click, 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 and I'm like, that sounds like empty guns. And then I went, oh, wait a minute. And I looked up on my radar, nothing on the radar. And I made a run for it. I went up. There was a Surat class frigate or corvette flying around my pack auxiliary and shooting at it. And it has been shooting at it long enough that my guns ran dry on the packs. Well, not a good sign because it got through my shields and cored out my ship. Bummer. So I had to call friends. G-Con came over and helped me out.
It's called AAA.
Well, we
AAA with Vulcan guns.
Vulcan guns. Yep, you came out. You started to attack it. I actually, because I had a number of SVs docked to the pack, they were invisible, so they didn't get damaged or destroyed at all. So I was able to take the Apache off, and with G-Con's primary assistance, I helped take out the Suat. We looted it up a bunch, went in and salvaged the packs, got it flying again, and it is now sitting over here on top of the repair platform. However, I had not taken a backup of this particular ship, and so the repairs only repaired what blocks were currently damaged, did not replace any of the missing blocks. So let's take a peek and see what happened. I did park all of my other smaller vessels outside here on the area, so you can see that we've got one of the scrappers there, the retired diplomat, one of the, I think that's the other salvager, the Apache, and I apparently abandoned the small mining vessel there. I also had a hovercraft, which I ground down and actually built a new one up. I have it in my factory build queue, and that'll come out here in a minute. Let us look at this thing, turn off the power, because we're not coming back here yet. So look, here it is. It's not in too bad a shape. You know, it looks like it's pretty solid. Got all the piece parts in it. Well, mostly. There's this wee problem with a small hole in the side of the hull where it got cored. And if you remember, I had the core right about in here. So it opened it up, took it out. We put in a new one to get it out of here. But the good news is this side was pretty much all main storage. So I lost all the stuff that I had looted. All the other storages are intact. My first aid storage was intact. My personal belongings, the storage for all of the stuff that I was selling, my trade goods stuff was still there. The ammo box was still there. So I got all that stuff still there. We also still have intact the advanced jump drive, the advanced shield generator, even a large generator. We've got a couple of extended CPUs, some improved CPUs, some shield generators. So we got a lot of stuff in here that we could still use, but I don't think I'm going to build a new one. This was I liked this particular ship. It is, you can find this one on, actually, you can find this in the list. Look in the library. It's right here, the Echelon Eclipse 7. This was a really handy ship. I liked it. It had a lot of expandability to it. It is not ideal, of course, for like combat and stuff because it's mostly made of carbon fiber and a little bit of steel. And so if the shields get nailed, you're in trouble. And it doesn't normally come with any kind of real shielding. So there's that.
That's why we called it the Winnebago.
The Winnebago. Yeah, actually, I got speed up too by upgrading a bunch of the thrusters and things. But we're not going to be using this anymore. I'm probably going to grab some of the turrets off of it and some of the interior stuff to salvage into another ship. What other ship are we going to use? Well, I built one already. We're going to be using the Asteria. This is also off the workshop. It's a fairly large ship. I mean, I think it's a little bit larger than the other ones I've built. A new CV, but what I really like about this, and kudos to the creator, and God, my bad for not remembering who the creator is, but it is the RE2 Asteria. He's got a number of them, but this one has spaces like here and here where he's marked. Here's all the places you could put turrets. This is designed for the turrets. He's got also a lot of armor all the way up to about here is all armor in the nose, and he's used the pyramid blocks inside. So I think it was Spanish that mentioned the fact that if you're lagging a little bit, a kinetic round can come up. There's a lag, it moves over to here, and now it's inside the block. And if there's nothing else blocking it along the way as far as shapes go, if it's all just squares put together, inside it looks like it's empty, and it just keeps going until it hits something critical. But he's got those little lag catchers in there, which is really nice. I mean, I did not expect to see that much thought put into a build. I got a fairly large pad in the back to park my stuff. And we got a little hangar here because I always like the value of having little hangars. Though, I mean, reality-wise, as we learned here with the Echelon, parking them on the outside is perfectly fine. In fact, one of the things that I like about this setup I'm doing right now with my Combat CV and the Tonka on top of it is that the Tonka is essentially invisible. So now I'm running around with a big backpack on. And I can stuff a bunch of things in the backpack, and even if the Tonka gets nailed, the Tonka is left alone because the ship's powered down, and all of that storage is not lost. So that's a sneaky little thing that I think I'm going to be doing some more of. So in this particular guy, we do have insufficient engines. There's enough engines to get around, somewhat, but we need to do some upgrades. Inside, we also have marking. Let me power this thing on. Why are my fields going on? I should have some of these. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. This is supposed to be displaying like a shield or engine goes here. Large shield goes here. So I'm not really sure why those are not on.
Oh, fuel in it?
Well, that might be a problem. That's a small thing.
There you go, yeah.
Let's go for the Asteria. Oxygen over here. We'll do storage. Fuels, because I've been trying to make some fuel. There we go. Full up on oxygen. Let's load this puppy up on fuel, and it has eaten the whole thing. Of course it did. It ate all 1,000. It's about half full. Wonderful. Let's give it some pentaxid. There we go. So now, there we go. Now we can see it says large shield. So now I have places already pre-planned to do upgrades. And I really like that idea because from some of the games I really like, there's like this game on Congregate it's the upgrade game. And literally that's all it does. You just do stuff and you just keep upgrading everything from things like get a better font in the game, add color to the game. I mean, it is a tongue-in-cheek take on all these games that do upgrades to a seriously creative and absurd extent. Got some universal constructors that we can put in here. So one of the things I'm going to do is we're going to want to move in and start dropping stuff in. I don't think I really want a bunch of universal constructors. I think one is sufficient. The rest can be advanced because it's not as energy consumptive. And I prefer that so that I can do my typical change things into pentaxid and like. Advanced is faster than a universal. It just can't do everything. And the stuff that it can't do, I'm not going to need to worry about. We'll do an upgrade on the warp drive because we already got an advanced one on the PAX. And then we also have, I think we go up, it's more spots to put things. A lot of space in here. This is where we got all of our medical. I might throw in a couple of storage containers in here, but I think I've got plenty of storage at the moment that I might not have to do that. In here, you can see medium shield locations, so we can keep boosting the shield. We got there the offline protection. And then in here is the large fusion reactor, if and when we get to that. There is a basic generator up front in the midst of all that armor, along with the turret up front to be target decoys, sort of. They're not really decoys. They are functional, but they actually are there because we want to use them for targeting by the enemy. We got the freezer. I like the freezers over the refrigerators because they will keep the stuff so far pretty much going indefinitely. So we've got in the back here, we got 2 light flak turrets, one on this side, one on that side to take care of drones. We've got a small Gatling in the front. Those I'm going to start to configure. I find that I like the configuration of the flak to be, well, I've left them for most of the stuff, just turrets and mounted weapons. But I tend to change the sentry guns, which I've got a few, to only deal with NPCs, players, and drones. That way I'm not spitting out ammo for, trying to shoot a base with a sentry gun. I feel like that's a useless waste of stuff. All right, let's get in here and start doing some configuration now that I've talked about it for a bit. Device-wise, we got 2 ammo boxes. They're labeled here. One, I think what I might end up doing is relabeling those a little bit to whatever it is that I end up putting on this. I'll rename the ammo controller with the type of ammo that it should have. That way it makes it a lot easier for me to identify that I need more ammo. Got a number of cargo boxes in here, which we will end up coming back through and changing. I think that we're doing mostly cargo boxes and not extenders, and I think I think I want to do some more extensions on that second floor. So I have lots of friendly space right up in here. We'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so let's see. We got 2 basic, 2 improved, and now we're looking for advanced and superior. Currently on CPU, we're doing okay, but as soon as I throw in a few more turrets, we'll need to add some stuff. Let's see. Don't worry about the thrust yet. Defense, I have a shield generator. We're going to want to augment that. What is under equipment? Shower and toilet. Shower is good. Toilet is RP. Fridge. Those are freezers, aren't they? Yes, good. Lots of fuel tanks. That's good. Generators, I got an advanced and a basic. Probably do an upgrade there. Lots of LCD screens. I think as I replace stuff, I'll be pulling out the LCD screens. Maintenance. Yep, I need to upgrade the matter transceiver, and there's only one, so we'll want to put a couple of them around. I think I have some quantums in the pack, so I'll pull those out. He's doubled up on all the medic stuff. So there's this one here. I wonder if there must be one at the bottom that I missed. Yes, over here. Yeah, there's these kind of pallets and stuff, which I would tend to use for things like my personal gear, my first aid kits, and my sellable stuff. I like to use these because, they're usually buried somewhere in the middle of the base like this, and one of the last things to go, and that's usually the most valuable stuff that I want to keep. Okay, what else do we have? Maintenance, medical, ventilators, O2 tanks, retractable landing gear. Scanner is long range large. That's good. The 2 sentries are in the back. Let's go ahead and change this right now. Really just going for turrets on this, sort of. And we'll leave it on predators. I'll probably throw in a couple more sentry guns. One of the things I like about this design, and something I found with the CV, is if I put some sentry guns on the bottom, and this one has mostly turrets on the top, especially in planets, I can get down close onto a POI. The top turret's protected from stuff coming in. The bottom sentry guns clear out miscellaneous stuff that's going to be threatening me as I'm going around in the POI. So it helps me stay alive. And staying alive is all the battle. Let's see, light flak. Get this, take this off the PC. Those guys, take them off drones. Well, no, that has to be on drones. And actually, I'm kind of conflicted as to whether or not leave bases on or not. Going to do that for now. Okay, light Gatling, taking off the Predators. There we go. So these are all going to be primarily, just taking out turrets, stuff like that. And then for warp, we've got a tank and the warp drive. Okay. So I did a little bit of configuration there. Let's go salvage some stuff off the PAX ship and then come back here and start adding them on. Let's see. I'm going to put this stuff into, I think, an extra controller on storage vault. Do I have still clear? That one? Sure. We'll take turrets. No turret there, no turret there. Okay. Medium plasma. These were intended to help take down shields. The mean Gatling, also intended for taking down turrets. And I think that's all the weaponry that I have on it. So now let's go in here and grab the extenders. You are an advanced, right? No, you're an approved. Large shield capacitors. And there's an advanced. There's another advanced. Basic. I'm going to want to grab the advanced generator, the advanced warp drive. Got ion thrusters, I'm not really terribly needing. I do want the advanced shield, don't need that. Taxi tank. I have emptied out all the containers, everything is empty right now. That is a controller as well. No, that's oxygen. Brain that. Alright. So then I don't need any of these. I'm going to leave stuff that I don't really need to take with me because I'm looking for to make this a museum piece, if you will. With all the important bits pulled out, of course. And I think I have a couple more things up here. I think I cleared this out, didn't I? But this side. These are just extensions. You know what? I'll take the extensions out at the moment just so I can make sure I can see what I've got going. Especially since this guy got cambered from over here. Yeah, that should be enough because I got some extensions in my inventory elsewhere. Yeah, I wanted the science station and I wanted the scanning. Okay. Now, I think some of these are going to be plasma. And I think I want to take the plasma thrusters out. Ions? There's a medium plasma. Ions. Ions. I don't think I made any of the upper ones plasma. I was in the process of doing swaps to plasma for a little bit better performance. Okay. I think that's about it. Thank you for all your service, PAX Auxiliary. Thank you for the design for the Echelon, even though it really wasn't an RE design. It was a good one. It's a good, decent machine. All right, so now let's take a look. I think the superior, in fact, why don't we go over here, storage vault blocks. The improved we don't need, it's the advanced we want. Large basic field, I don't know, we know we don't want the basic CPU extenders. And I think the rest of that's good. Okay. So the first thing I have is some medium, I do have some medium shields, and I also have the extenders. You found it where the extenders go somewhere. Where was that? You remember?
In your new ship,
Yeah.
they're I'm not sure how you get to them, but they're kind of in the wings of the, not as far over as the thruster pods, but yeah, sort of below there. So you've got, it's kind of like a server room on each side.
Is it accessible at all?
There's a door there, but that probably just goes to the bridge. Yeah, it does.
Aha!
Well, there's
Look at that. Okay,
yeah, there we
advanced
go.
core, superior core, quantum. Let me guess, shields?
I would think so.
Okay. All right, that doesn't want to go in there. That means there's probably a
Projector.
yeah, there's this right there. Okay. And right next to it, you think, or maybe on the top?
Well,
On
he
top.
must have put. What he may have done is, because remember, there's another
Oh,
room.
right. Right. He did the redundancy thing.
Yeah.
Advanced core down here. Yep.
That's really cool that they've done the layout and marked it with LCD screens, because It's actually quite complicated figuring out how to fit all the extenders in because they're such
Yeah.
different shapes and sizes. You mentioned about the creator of the ship. It's actually a refit by Cheesy Wambams, and
Cheesy
it's a
wham
refit
bams. Yep.
of it was originally a J. Randall ship. J. Randall is an enormously prolific contributor to Empyrion. He's not most, but many of the POIs and ships that you'll find in both Reforged Eden and even the base game are J. Randall's designs. He's really, really good.
Very cool. Let's do the advanced warp drive next, because I hate the way these ships guzzle pentaxid. I think I'm so right. That was the fusion core down below. Yeah, I really like this too, and I feel like through the gameplay, I might find all the components to do upgrades, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the upgrades for stream, so that we're not doing them. I'm off stream. I'm going to come in and say, "All right, we're ready to do some more. Let's take this stuff out." Okay. Think I need to rotate this, don't I? Yes. I think that is KT the case. Is there an easier place to be when I try to put this stuff in? Maybe up here and block myself in? I'll have to dig my way back out again. Eh? 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 Ah. Oh, I see. I'm also on a different... So it needs to be like that. There it is. Look! Shoehorn worked! Shoehorn did work, huh? Damn it. Oh, there we go. Oh, look! I can make it out. Nice. All right. So now we've got ourselves an advanced warp drive in there. Cool. Storage, no blocks. I was there, and then we'll put the that one away. Also put that LCD away. So next is up large boosters, large shield boosters. That was not here. And is that the advanced or basic? Actually, hold up. That's a normal shield generator. Let's get the better shield generator in here. The advanced shield generator. There. Same amount of space? Cool. I feel like there's extra space in here for a reason, but we'll come back to it. Now, in here we had large shield, large shield. And what I have currently is large shield booster basic. We're going to have 2 of these, right? That is not a large... That does not look like it is the right one.
So that it's large in the sense that it's for a CV. The improved and then the advanced. You can have a total of the eight large, so 8 of those split amongst capacitors and chargers. And then it's 6 of the improved and 4 of the advanced. But he must have a. There must be like a room for this. He'll have marked it out, same as the cores.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I mean, there's a lot of shielding in the back. Quantum extenders, so I'm going to assume it's the same for both sides. Medium shield. These sections are typically these set out the space to fit whatever it is you're trying to do.
Hmm.
Am I missing something? Advanced shield generator. That's the one I just put in. No, that isn't. That one is. Okay. Large shield booster. Large shield basic. Small shield, but well, that's wait.
Bear in mind it's showing SV, HV, and CV there. If you click the
Yeah.
little CV icon.
What I'm thinking is what I have right now is the large shield booster basic.
Hmm?
Wonder if we could do large shield improved. I'm getting caught up in the size difference. Yeah. I am aware. It's because of the stuff I have installed at the moment. There it is. Okay. CP. Universal shields here. Ah. So there's an extra one in here? Yes, it's the advanced. And I can do that one. How about we do a couple of those?
Bear in mind that these things draw lots of power.
Yeah. Terry's mentioning this seems like a lot for one engineer to manage. Nah, it's all good. We just work them overtime. We're also going to put some generators in too, so don't worry. We got this. I did put it in the yeah, there they are. Good. Okay. So the difference between a one. Wrong way. And all this was in the back, so we'll go to the bottom here. Okay. So one, two, yeah. See that feels like a more appropriate issue. Yeah, come here. And we will put this on that axis. And then that axis? No, that axis. Ta-da! Look at that. Sweet. All right. Um, right. 1 to 2. Okay. But now I have these. Oh, did I fit the small one here? Each of these have their thing. That's what is that? A 1 by? That's a. It's a 2 by 2 by 4. Fits those. I bet you that's what he meant by small.
Yeah, so that's where those ones fit.
Okay, now these I'm thinking about doing as chargers. Always pull them out again later. Come on, there we go. Okay. Nope, didn't do that right. Because I put that in as a regular shield. I meant to put that in as a charger. Oh, it was a charger. Okay. All right. Where are we at? CPU is not a problem at all. Energy consumption, output. Looks like actually energy is fine. Turn on the shields for a second. We're at 84,000. That doesn't look bad. All the upgrade LCDs are on. Yep. And even during charging, I'm at 65%. Cool. I think we're still okay for the moment. All right.
You need to bear in mind that your ship is not doing anything. It's sitting stationary. It's not doing anything else other than recharging shields. You have to have the power capacity to be maneuvering, firing,
Yep.
and recharging shields all at once.
Yep. I just don't want to be sitting still and still having an issue. All right. So these are drives, right? Yeah, ion drive thrusters. And what I have here is a disconnect from my storage because I moved too far away. Great. Can't get close enough. Oh, the extenders. Right. I need to go find my extenders. I don't think I pulled them off. Yeah, I don't think I pulled them off. So I'm thinking about the medium drive thruster now, and then we'll put in that advanced generator too. Plasma thruster. So these are, is that a drive or is that a thruster? Thruster. So I could replace one of these, or actually, no, wait, there's space. Right. Advanced thruster. Like this one. I'm going to surmise. That's not an advanced thruster. But it's something.
Whether your shield's on or the device you've got is the wrong ship size.
Don't like the placement. Moved a little bit. We are going to be adding more thrusters over time. We just don't have the stuff for it yet. That'll be something we're going to actively work on. What is pentaxid? Pentaxid is the basic fuel used for warping from one star system to another. So when we look underneath the listing here, look at him. This pentaxid tells me how far I can go. This fuel is the promethium, and that is just used for thrusters and moving around within the system. And of course, oxygen is something that's very convenient for most people. Okay. Now, generators. Where were the generators? Was that in here? Yes.
Yeah, on that side there's an empty space. If I remember correctly, the other side is populated.
I like the little spinny bit in the front. Okay. So now we've got 2.10. Shields are off. Move back on. I could turn this to a home spawn, which I think I might. Have some faith. Okay. Let's go up and, oh wait, I need to, now I got turrets to put on. Let's go do turrets. We got those. And then these. Okay. So these are going to be flak turrets. I think there's a space on the bottom for a couple of turrets, and I'm going to put the other flaks down here. Since they're primarily drone. And again, I am too far. God, how close do I have to kiss this thing? Need the extenders. Need the extenders. I have one flak, that means I need to make another. Okay. I want missile light flak. P, turn off the shield again. Is promethium a superluminous fuel? No. It is a subluminal fuel. The pentaxid is the superluminal fuel. Let's see here. I want to make one more flak turret, so put this into the first, that one. That one. Nope. Flax. Flag. Nope, don't want the sentinel flag. It's going to be the light. That one. Okay. So while that's cruising in, let's go ahead and grab the lasers, which we will turn into plasma. And I'm thinking I want the plasma near the front. And then the medium Gatling turret. There's the other flak. I want turret Gatling. I'll put that in the middle. Actually, put it back up in here. And then the other flak is going on the bottom. For anti-drone defense. Ah! It moved on me. I want it properly placed. Draw flags, yep, do. There. Okay. So now we've got weaponry on here. Some minimal amount, not the greatest amount. Let's see if I can find the extender, which I think was like in the center, up in the front here somewhere. Or was it right here in the back? Where did I put that extender? Hey, look. Enhanced matter trans. There it is. Up front. I put it in my bedroom. Of course I did. Anything that says extender, I gotta have in my bedroom, right? I am gonna get myself in trouble. All right. A little bit more. So I think that's the only one I have left. I thought there was two, but I think the other one got blown out. Okay. So where to place it on this? I think I might put it. Got one in the back already, if I remember my placement right. Yeah, I got a basic one right there. So I'd like to put this one as far forward as I can get it. I think I can get further forward up here. And I'm thinking, there. What is that? Oh, thruster. Yep. I'll tell you what that is. That is hot as hell. That's what that is.
Top tip: don't go near a jet engine when it's running.
Get in with the shields. It doesn't look like I'm actually charging up on shields, by the way, so I think I might have my balance wrong.
Yeah, it looks like you don't have enough chargers for.
Yep. Let's take a look at that. So devices. Don't care about the thrusters at the moment. The constructors, no. It's defense? No.
You want to auto group them so that they all appear in one place, so you can see what you've got.
There we go.
There you go.
So let's see. I've got regen rate of 60, 600, negative 600, 600. Yeah.
Yeah, the two small chargers really aren't enough to.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. I've got a plan.
Okay.
I've got an angle. And that is to make another set of the large ones if I can. No, over here. I'm going to click all over the place until I'm done clicking. There we go. Let's do this. We're going to put this into that controller. Shield. Can I do the large booster advanced still? I can. Start cooking. Can I do another? I can. And now I'm out. So what is this fusion generator that someone speaks of?
Something you'll need if you want to max out your shields.
Large fusion. See, look, I only need a reactor core. Pretty much. Some heat exchangers, some superconductors. Whatever. What adds? All right. Okay, so I can take that out, and I can take that out. Right. That way I want. Right? No? That looks like the right way.
I don't think that's going to fit in that gap. That's meant for the intermediate size, like the one to the left.
Let's see. Was oh. Is there a place I'm missing in here somewhere? can always hole out that area. It looks like you can do it. But I'm assuming not in here, right? Yeah, that's all computer. Medium shield? It doesn't look like medium shield.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe on its side? Is it 3x3x5?
It is 2x3x5. That's 2x2. And this is actually, it looks, no, it's larger than that. It's a 3x3x4. And I'm thinking this is well, no, look, see, that's 3x3 in there. I think this
Just
is
need
what's.
to, do you just need to change the orientation?
Let me get it out here so I can see it. Yeah, see, it's 3x3x4. That's 3x3. See, it looks like it should fit right there. Doesn't it? Ah, shield.
Right.
Yeah, it was going to fit anyway. Do you see it?
Okay. You can put the other blocks back.
Yeah.
Right, is that the right, it's the charger variant that you want?
Charger. Yep.
Cool.
So I
Groovy.
have 2 chargers. There's some extra chargers. So now let's take a look at the shield count.
You're over CPU. Not by much, but you are over.
So we have 24, well, actually, it's 600 recharge, minus 600, negative 600 total, positive 600, positive 12, 1800.
And that'll
No,
work.
no, no. 2 chargers, right, for 24, minus 12, so there's 12. Adding another 6 would be 18. And that gives me 52,000 shield. Yeah, and I'm a hair over, but you're right, it's not bad. That's definitely doable. We do have new.
Check your, yeah, you want to check the recharge rate, see what happens with.
I'm 1800 over.
Yeah, but go back to watch the power draw as the shield's recharged. 51%. Okay, so you're fine.
Ish. There we go. Now
Okay,
it's
so
pulling.
it'll drop and now it'll start, yeah, charge it up. There you go. So you got, that's a decent speed recharge.
Mm-hmm. So now let's take a look at turrets, because we have some new turrets in the mix. Right, no predators, correct. Okay. The Gatlings are fine. The medium Gatling I don't want to shoot those other things there. Save the big rounds for something that's actually worth big rounds. Same for the plasma. Okay. And we got the advanced drive in there. Yep. Am I forgetting anything at the moment? I think I've got everything configured. Now we need to just transfer stuff. Let me go over here and rename a couple of these. So you are going to be called First Aid. Did that take? No, it did not. Would help if I actually spelled it correctly. There we go. Awesome. And you are going to be personal. Huh. The numbering is tempting. Keep.
I'm going to go grab some food. I'll be right back.
Okay. And this one will be sales. So then that means I can transfer into you from, like, first I think I'll do first aid. I've got some first aid in here. Take kind of half of these. Take both of those. Okay. Sort them. So that one's done. Foods in the freezer. Is that freezer food? I gotta go look, see if it's called freezer. Meds and foods. Okay. Actually, we're gonna rename this one. So there's two types. There's the MREs, meals ready to eat, and food. Difference being the MREs are going to be all the stuff that I can actually consume right off the bat. The rest of it's going to be all my material, my food material that perishes. So MREs down here with the food freezer. I want 5 of those. There we go. Get some water in there. That doesn't go away. That doesn't go away, but it's great to eat. Actually, why don't we put the jerky? This might be this is intended more of an auxiliary, but it's actually an auxiliary that has more firepower than my attack CV. Okay. I do not need to fill up foods because that's going to be from raids and other things. Fuel and oxygen. Definitely need fuel and oxygen. So fuel, I'll take half of those. I don't have any extra fuel left. I need to go grab more. Okay, ammo wise. Oh shoot, right. Ammo is going to be, we got a lot of crap to put in here. I need some flak shells, which I know I have. So let's see. I wanted to name things. So I think the 30 millimeter and the 12.7 go into the same controllers, ammo controllers. That makes it really obvious what I need to throw in there. Sometimes, I mean, look at my ammo. This can be very difficult to track what it is I need to do. Okay. And the other ammo I needed was, I do need some 5.56, which I'll throw in with the rest of that. That's the sentry. Oh, right, the sentry. Probably add a couple of sentries without impacting my CPU very much at all. 90 megajoule. I don't think I have 90 megajoule. And the 102 AP. Uh-huh. 102. That's that stuff right there. 102. We'll load it up. And then 90 megajoule, which I'm pretty sure I don't have. Every other kind. Of course. All right. Nope, not you. Need to go out. Just stocking up a ship can take a long time. Also need to do the boosters, the ammo, the boosters for my ship, my suit. Okay. Let's get the advanced constructor going on the 90 megajoules, if I can do it. 90. Wow. Oh, wait, no, that's because it's not in the main cargo. There we go. Main cargo. I'm still missing magnesium powder. Magnesium powder. Wow. Okay. I don't think I have that in ores the moment. Then again, maybe I do. Uh, blocks. And that one container I was sticking everything in. That one. I don't think I'm using those yet. These two things do need to still go in. So I'll throw them down here. Oh wait, but they're going to consume CPU too. 1,000, 3,500. Man, oh man. Okay. And do I have some sentry guns? I do, because I wanted to put like another couple on. It's all going to impact my functionality, but that's it. Advanced over here, 90. Give me how many you can give me. Actually, I'll just slap it a bunch. Let that crank. Let's go place these things. First things first. Field off. Okay. 3. I think I want to put these up front-ish. Is that what that is for? I bet you it is. Because it only has got 2 small arrows around it. I'm going to do that. There we go. Then up here where I'm flying around, because I use these 2 pieces here. 1, 2. Okay. Now where's my CPU at? Yeah, I'm a little over, but yeah, it's 96%. I think we're fine. But I'm definitely going to want to deal with that. Now you, my advanced light, my improved medium, and my improved heavy. These are intended for my excursions. And then in the storage vault, I do have suit stuff. I already have 2 backpack things. I don't think I need more. So I'm going to take a cooling booster along with that, a radiation booster, the advanced mobility with me. I think that's going to do it. So the medium, the advanced light, yeah, the advanced light is utility. It's meant for me to be moving around the ship, doing work, going in and out of my, various locations, carrying stuff. I'm going to throw in a radiation booster here to protect me from radiation, so I can jump better. I can resist the heat, the cold, and the radiation, and also have some additional carry capacity to move things around. That's the light. The medium is for um, general combat. I'm going into a POI. I'm looking around. I'm trying to be careful. So here I have heat, cold, and radiation resistance primarily, just for the environmentals of the location. And I can swap in and out some stuff if I want to, including some little bit of armor if I need to. My improved heavy is intended for fights. I'm in a fight. I got to deal with it. So I've got armor boost, and a multi booster. In fact, I should have. Nope, I lost it. I lost it when the packs took a hit. I had an advanced multi booster, which would give me even more stuff. Multi booster doing all of the things, but just none of the things well. So, for example, my regular armor boost is 75. The multi booster is only 25. The heat protection here is 15. The actual heat protection and cold protection is 125 over there. So, I get a little bit of radiation resistance of 3. This radiation is 7. And then the last thing in there, of course, is some mass and volume bonuses because of the carry. So it's nice to have it in there for getting around, moving a little bit better, increasing my armor, giving me a little bit of environmental protections, but it's not great at any of them. Jack of all, expert at none kind of thing. But that's its intent. So we're going to go back to the advanced light, which has 4. So there's regular, which gives you 2. There's improved, which gives you 3 boosters. And then there's the advanced, which gives you 4 boosters. So as soon as I find some improved stuff over here, I'll be using those as well. All right. So now with all that explained, I don't think there's anything else here I want to deal with at the moment. If we just do item type, I do have some regular states of armor. There's another piece of advanced approved. I also have a couple of Federation spacesuits. These are really good at cold protection, but they suck at everything else. So just off the shelf, they're 300 protection, where the light has 15. but it only has one extra slot. So it's not really intended for anything except for maybe going out in a vacuum or on a very cold place and doing some work. It's got some great jump jet stuff in it too. Good for mobility, a hair of radiation resistance. So if you're going to go out, you might have to throw in one radiation or one multi booster, probably radiation. I have been using these. I'm not going to take anything else. I think that's good. All right. How are we doing on ammo? Did you finish, sir? You did finish what you could. You put it all into main. All right. So let's go ahead and do the transfer from main into the Asteria's ammo. I did put it in there, did I? Plasma coils. There they are. Okay. I'm going to put these like that. And I need some 5.56 as well. Stack should do. Okay, so with that done, I have down here on valuables, stuff I'd like to put into my personal. There's sales. Didn't I rename one of those myself? I could have sworn I renamed one of those. It's this one, right? So it didn't take. Did that one take? It did. Okay. Okay. Storage vault. Valuables. Tend to care. You know what? I'm going to leave the quantum chips behind. Don't want to risk them. Okay, now sales. Those need to go into the general stock. All of those tend to get used for missions and stuff. Some guys want some night vision goggles, so I'm full. I'm full. Fine. It's all fine. All right. So got first aid. I've got fuel. I don't have generic ammo. Personal generic ammo. Here's my locker. Put that there. I think I make this personal ammo. ammunition. So I use 5.56. I use the 100 megawatt. I use the personal rockets. And do I have any left? Don't. I do use some origin ammo. I'll take some of that. Multi-charges and drill charges. There they are, the incendiary rockets. So multi-tool, drill. Do I? Nope. I don't have the stuff for chainsaw. The origin gun ammo, right? The laser or the EMP gun, and my light assault. Okay. Yep, got everything. All right. Well, I think probably the thing I need to do now is take a backup of this, or a blueprint of it. I'm going to move you off the top and have you sit near the side. You have barely any fuel left in you because I scraped almost everything out. Got a little bit of fuel. Come on, you can't go up? Oh, I think I took off all of this. All right, well, damn it. Not now. All right. I didn't take up all the thrusters, did I? No, I did not. So why wasn't it able to take off? Generator. Right, generator. Do I have any old generators? Constructors. Oh, it needs some CPU too. Actually, I'll put them both in there because those are basic. Right? Oh, wait, no, I'll put it down here. Okay. Generator. Generators. Yeah. I think they need both of those things. That's why it wasn't moving. Too many? Yeah, only left two. Okay. Basic gen. There. So how about now? Now can you go? Yes, you can. Perfect. Okay. Try not to run out of fuel in the very short time I need to move you. I don't mind. Put it right there. Park it. Now, I want to park the other one on top and get a backup of it so that the advanced repair platform here that I've got going can take care of this dude if he needs to be fixed. There we go. I need a C. Other way, down, please. It is trying to park. Let's turn off the power here for a moment. Did I get myself over this as best I can? Kinda did. It is a wee bit large for what I want trying to do, but you know, Great Dane sitting on your lap, right? Same thing. Hey, you. Standby. Has no repair. Wait, stop that repair. Is there a repair, really? Did I break something? Please tell me you did not just take out all this stuff. Can I not go in here? No, you did not. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure you didn't break something that shouldn't have been broken. All right, so you're done, right? So I can come in there now? Yeah. Back on. Okay. Last thing to do. Rename. Timberwolf, maybe? Let's call it Timberwolf. And I will get out, face it, and take a blueprint. Which I think is what? Alt-O? Nope. Yeah, there's what I wanted. Save as. Yep, Timberwolf. Cool. Okay. Now it is time for us to move into the title of this whole stream. F1 for the PDA. Solo missions. Expeditions. The Forge. Easy difficulty. The UCH Quartermaster has led on some new mining has a lead on some new mining technology from Polaris Megacorp and needs your help to obtain it for the UCH. 3 million credits in your bank account, neutral reputation with Polaris at least. I've got honored. Rewards, trader unlock, Polaris mining schematics. Chapter can be unlocked by completing the make contact with Terran forces. That was up here in the main storyline, which we had done, and that required us to go talk to this guy, and he wanted to do some scanning. That scanning was down in here. We did all these surveys. So all of that was prerequisite type stuff. So, Forge, activate the mission. We're working on rebuilding our fleet, and we find ourselves short on resources. Let's face it, we are alone here, and our current mining fleets just can't obtain enough ore fast enough. That's where you come in. We want you to go to the region of the galaxy known as the Forge and arrange a deal with Polaris Megacorp to buy the schematic to their prototype automated industrial mining rig. This new rig of theirs is able to mine a planetary ore deposit for far longer before needing to be refueled or emptied with a standard automine device. Yeah, sounds useful. I've arranged a meeting with a Polaris representative on a Polaris distribution center. You can find distribution centers in Polaris station sectors inside Polaris territory. They show up on the solar map as a white station icon. I cannot understand the importance of the UCH obtaining this technology. If you can cut a deal to purchase it from them, do so. If they refuse, you may have to resort to other means of obtaining the schematic. Got it. Okay. Start making your way to the Forged. If you haven't already, find a trading station sector in Polaris territory. Trading station sectors show up as white station icons on the solar map. Gotcha. So, I do believe there's a trading thing here. Is that what I'm looking for? I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's go there. Before I go there, actually, let me get myself oriented a little bit. I want to load up some SVs. Thought I was done messing with stuff. I am not, apparently. Okay, let's go grab some SVs. The small vehicles are going to be used for a variety of tasks that they're designed for. So we've got the scrappers, the miners. So this guy is a miner. No, he's a scrapper. Is this one? No, the miner is the Oni, which maybe I'll go get the Oni. It's another scrapper. I could take the midget with me. And then I have an attack SV, which I think I will definitely take because it turned out to be pretty good last time. So let's use him. Okay. Auto brake was off. Heh, figure. Okay, so you get to go on top because you are an attack. Okay. That locked. Double check the power's off. Yep, got fuel and stuff. Looks good. Okay. Okay, so you're parked next. I do want to take in the scrapper. I don't know if I need this big old this one. It's got a lot of storage and stuff on it. It maneuvers pretty well. Or I can take the little midget one in. Compact. And I think I will put you in the bay in the back. Like I said, maybe I go get the Oni too. It's cheap, but exceedingly responsive, this thing. Plus it's full. Stop turning so much. And yourself up and then down. Looks good. Okay. So now we still have actually two more units. One I have in the library, which is a hovercraft for going down and harvesting trees. But this guy, nope, this way. There is a spot. Was it over here that I went to? No, it's not there. It was I know what I'll do. We go to the HWS website and take a look at the manager for all of your stuff. Structure commander. The Oni is sitting on planet Joan 3 in the Duvia system, right? Duvia. D-U... that one. You. It's only just a little bit away, so let's go ahead and do that. Minor detour. Minor. I have no directed fire weapons at the moment. That'll have to be something I fix up later. Okay. And is it Joan 2 or 3? 3. So this thing was parked in the PAX auxiliary, and there was really some heavy lag in system. So when I was trying to figure out what was going on with it, there was some issues. Specifically, there was giving me notices that something wasn't docked. Well, it was the Oni that wasn't docked. And so when I did eventually make it out, it left the Dione behind on the ground. So we're going to go grab it. As you can see, there is a bit of presence in system. Just a wee bit. But it looks like I'm pretty much clear. We will cruise in. Have a little chance there to get a sip of coffee. I found this is where the drone base was. And I'd gone over there and sat above it, feeling all confident in myself when a cutter came by while I was buried in there and did bad things to me. Okay, so where are you? There's an abandoned mine. That's not what I'm interested in. Did I see something over that way? An abandoned reactor? That's not what I want. Damn it, it's all the way on the other side of the planet, isn't it? Yep, it's all the way on the other side of the planet. There. We'll stay kind of high, make things work for it. Mostly Xerax territory here. I tend to get distracted by the purple, which are abandoned things like the abandoned mine. I find good stuff in there, so that's why I tend to get distracted. There is a promethium deposit here too, but again, I don't have the miner with me, but that's what we're going to get. This needs to get upgraded. The miner, because it's currently got a mechanical miner on the front. I want to make it a laser. Actually, I think it does have a laser, but it's just not all that fast. Anybody trying to mess with me? I don't see anybody trying to mess with me. Okay, we'll start to come down. Looks pretty busy. But right now we're not in Xerax controlled territory. This abandoned base is right on the edge of controlled territory, which tends to sometimes spawn a drone to come after you. My current reputation is hostile. Whatever for? I do like the lights facing down. That's actually kind of nice. And who's that over there playing around? There's a drone. Want to play? I would imagine that that's not a good idea for you, sir. There's my Oni. Okay, set her down pretty much. Pick him up. Why have I got red shields? Yeesh. Okay. Leave that on automatic while I grab the Oni. You got power, right? Yep, okay, just double checking. Not a very hospitable place. Woohoo! Ah! Gotta remember just how these little guys can be so responsive. Get up here, get over the side, down. Hey, there we go. Now we got a miner too. Perfect. And we out. I would be tempted to play with that thing again if it wasn't for the fact that there may very well be some kind of a cutter or destroyer or something floating around nearby, and I don't need that. I'm happy. All right. Next is the trader. $43 light years I can deal. Light years. Light years. Terribly interested in light years. Okay. It says white. That, well, anyway, that might be. And if not, we'll move on. That is a Polaris trading station. So a couple of player ships there. Warp to trading station. That's what I'm doing. And then approach a distribution center. Approach to contact, speak to contact. Well, I got a manufacturing plant. Here's a few people here. Okay, does this count as approaching? Apparently not. Okay. In the meantime, I'm near trading station, so I can do some stuff, and I think I'm going to fill my fuel. It shouldn't, right? Station services. There we go. I need 3 mil. So I fill up to 100%. Can I not? 300. That's quite a bit, but I think that's, oh, it's 64%. I get it. Pink. I could go higher. Get another 10,000 units for another 300,000. Wow. This is expensive. I think I'll stop there. Getting a minus 15% discount. Get the cost for repairs. A repair area blocked. Okay. Well, I don't think that's my trading station. Can I type in forage over here? No. How about here? No. No. Okay. The forge is over Dataway. Well, here's the next question. Do we have a Stargate over here? I feel like there is one. Well, that's certainly closer. Let me do this. Requiem. So as part of the faction that I'm in, the TEA faction, they have established stargates for rapid transit across different areas of space, which I'm going to attempt to use a bit of. Okay, so where is... That's not what I want, the Requiem. I did lock that in, didn't I? Wait, I do see orange. Are you behind the star? You kind of are behind the star, aren't you? Sure are. Move off the side here so I can get an angle on it. So it is hard to see. There's the gate up there. Okay. So what do we got in system here? Solar array, matter converter. Probably all taken care of. That's an awful lot of stuff in a little area. It's going to take a second. I'll be BRB real quick. I'm back. So we get within a couple of kilometers, I think a kilometer, we can use the super gate. That's what it looks like. Okay. So I am in SUP here. Don't want to go to drone or legacy at the moment. Maybe the core is the place I'm looking to go. We are. Some mining rigs. Yeah. Can I go out there? Interesting. And we have yeah. We'll close in on Ragnar here. I'm going to be using Ragnar to snag a bit of fuel and stuff. Ragnar is G-Con space. Actually, let's see. Timberwolf's fuel. He needs some. There you go. Fuel him up. Oxygen, I think I've got nailed, but hey, we'll take a bit. Okay. So that's the Timberwolf. The Apache is in what kind of state? Decent state. Okay. The Oni, that's the one I use for mining. Doesn't require a whole hell of a lot. Spent a day or so sitting over there doing absolutely nothing. Okay. So that takes care of those. And then there's me. Well, that's who I was, right? Yep, Timberwolf. What am I missing? Oh, the midget. You have an advanced capacitor on you? Really? Components, advanced capacitors. Here, have a few. I'm going to be stealing some of your fuel and stuff. You can have that. Top you off. Oxygen. I don't think you actually have any room for. Yeah, you do have a little room. Okay, so now I'm fully loaded. No, well, actually, no, I'm not fully loaded, am I? No, I'm not. You need some fuel. Exit. Load that up, and then actually I will put into the fuel and oxygen. I'll take a stack. Okay. Now, Xerox throne, but I think I'm closer to the forge here, am I not? No, I am not. Okay. Very well then. Let's utilize the gate to do some exploration.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm back.
Ah, great. I'm trying to get over to the forge without having to jump all the way there. Let's see.
Oh, I don't. Oh, well. No, I don't think they've put a gate in Polaris yet.
Okay.
Probably not this season. It's maybe not worth it now because we're about halfway through.
Well, shortest jump there would be from, might be back from subsector where I was at before.
Well, let me check because I've done the Polaris missions, so I think I've got a station bookmarked.
Yeah, but I got to jump there, don't I?
Yeah, because you have to find a distribution center.
Right.
I think I
So,
have one bookmarked, is what I'm saying. So you
yeah,
wouldn't have to go hunting for it.
right. But I need to get to the forge area to do that. And I think I'm in the wrong place.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'm not saying this is the closest one, but the one I used was Allure E, an M3 system. I'll copy and paste it in the chat. Oh, sorry, it's starting with an O. No, no, it's not there. Try putting the R in. I'll paste it in chat. Oops, caps.
Allure UI? Allure, oh, E. That one? Allure dash E?
OLUR-E. That's it.
277.
Characters.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying, that, isn't it?
So that's 277, and I'm jumping like 80, so that's 3 full jumps. Or I go the nearby starting systems, I think might be a shorter jump. Maybe.
Probably 6.5 a dozen, to be honest.
Oh, okay, 277 from here. And the other one is T sector, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
173.
Oh, okay.
So
My
that's
bad.
100 light years difference.
Yeah, 100 light year saving. Yeah, not to be sniffed at.
And but I can't make that jump. And what's my distance right now? 108. Actually, that's not bad.
It's pretty good going.
Okay.
Not sure what mine is. I haven't checked in a while.
So I'm sure that's this way. It is in the forge where you had that, right?
Yeah, you don't have to go all the way. You start to see those white trade station sectors quite far out from actual Polaris space.
Well, doing the survey has really made a difference. I'm up from what 60 jump to 104, almost doubled it. I may have stopped by your space station or your base, and I may have liberated a few things, possibly.
That's fine.
Rumor has it.
Long as it wasn't my stock of quantums. I don't
Nope.
think I've actually really got much of a stock to go and get some.
No, 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 no. No. So what, the top one up here? I don't think so. Okay. Then we will do that again. Oh,
They could do with adding a feature for being able to change the color of the your map markers.
that would be
Make
nice,
it easier to differentiate.
78.
Down and to
There
your
it
left.
is. And away we go. Wait a moment while I am attempting to verify something for tomorrow. Huh. Okay. Guess that ain't me. Next is that one. Sabu. You've entered a trading station sector. This is Polaris territory. There should be a distribution center owned by Polaris and nearby, they say. I see one right there. So we will coast. Save some fuel. Though I did not save any pentaxid. Holy crap. That gobbled up a chunk.
Oh yeah, but it'll be worth it in the end.
Fuel and oxygen into pentaxid. Drop that stuff in there. Thing. Now I'm full again. So this will put some mining stuff on either side of this vessel. I am 5% over, I think. So we'll use the 8 quantum I have to make some superior?
Superior extenders, yeah. Yeah, they'll add a lot of CPU.
A secure supply stash. Is there somebody shooting over there?
I think it's actually ships warping in and out.
Ah. Does this count as approaching? Thank you. Contact. Make your contact. Okay, I'll do that.
It's like Las Vegas out there, all those flashing lights.
Yeah.
Expected to see Bellagio Casino. There are actually, that's something we should do one stream, is that there is actually a casino that you can rob.
Oh, neat. I was told to meet you
That's
here
really
on
cool.
behalf of the UCH. Ah, yes. So you're Dexter, I assume. It is good to meet you. I understand that you're interested in purchasing the schematics to one of our newest inventions. That is correct. I am authorized to purchase schematics on behalf of the UCH for 1,000,000 credits. Yeah, I see. Well, I would love to sell you the schematic, but you see, I seem to have misplaced it. Um,
Oh, yeah, it's a classic shakedown, isn't it?
you don't get a single
Don't
credit
seem to
until I see
have
the
that
schematic.
right now.
Look, you came all
Maybe
this
if
way
you
out
give me
here.
some money, I'll remember. Yeah.
That tells me that you want it. No. Frankly, if you won't help me, then I'll just figure someone else who will. Some pirates stole it from me. To get it back, I'll give you the schematic for free, even if it's against my better judgment. How rude. Do you know where it is? Luckily, I placed a tracker on the case holding the schematic. If you will find them in orbit on a planet in a nearby K27 class star system in territory, yeah, we can go free of charge, honest. Yeah. Find them and bring them back. All right. Better not be lying or I'll come back here. I'll come get you. Warp to a K2-7 planet and search for the star type in the galaxy map. I've already done this once, many times, actually. Boop. K2-7, you say? Yeah. I get it. K2-7. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's the closest one. Why would they send me so far away that I have to do multiple jumps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
88 light years. You gotta get to 88 miles an hour. Do you know the funniest thing about that bit in that film, the sort of MacGuffin of getting to 88 miles an hour, is the DeLorean wasn't capable of 88 miles an hour. I think at best it did about 70.
That's pretty sad. All right, so what was I supposed to do here? Warp to the gas giant's barren moon. Oh, okay. Which gas giant? Okay, that one. The one you won't let me lock on? There we go. You like the jump sequence? I think Terry likes the jump sequence.
Below you.
Below me,
Down a little to your left.
to the left.
I can see the orange. Yeah, keep going down. I can see the orange.
Can you?
Yeah, okay, I've lost it now. You're pointed at the sun. Right, a little to your right. Is that it? Or is that another marker?
There it is.
Ah, yeah.
Let's jump towards the sun and through it. No, actually, Terry was commenting on your DeLorean trivia. That's hilarious that it can't go 88.
Yeah.
Okay, you've discovered pirate thieves. Have I? Approach the thieves in orbit, find the bridge console, download the logs. That sounds simple. Hey guys, can you give me some logs? You don't mind handing it over, do you? Sure they don't. I'm sure it's all good. You and the moon's the only thing in orbit. Why are you even here? It's that whole idea. There's nothing here, so nobody will ever come here. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. It's too obvious. You need to be buried behind an iron asteroid. Nobody ever goes for iron asteroids.
Hmm.
See, I'm smart.
Can't remember the last time I had to mine a regular asteroid.
Hey guys. My shield is up, right? Yep. Okay, good. It appears to be a derelict. Hey. It appears to be a derelict. Who knew?
I guess there's no honor among thieves.
Oh boy. Oh, I see. It's one of those, huh? No, we don't have it, but they have it over there. No, we don't have it either, but the other guy took it.
No,
Who took it from
I
you? No,
think
the original trader took it back from me.
I think there might have been a double cross on board.
I don't like the looks of that pink thing right there. No?
You can't destroy it.
Damn it. Not all right. Not fair. Not fair.
Well, it's so that you can't destroy the POI for the the next player coming along to track down thieves.
Yeah. There's various navigational sensor logs on this console. From what you can tell, they simply rum runners that were ambushed by a Xerax patrol vessel. Find no mention of the stealing of schematics. The logs show the Xerax patrol vessel landed on the nearby moon for 34 minutes, then departed the systems. Perhaps you could continue your search there. Breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs.
The plot thickens.
Sure, it thickens. But is there a storage controller here, maybe? Or
There's some looting opportunity, yeah. Not a great deal, but
hey.
take everything you can.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
did you rename the was it Asteria?
Yeah,
Timberwolf?
I did. It is the Timberwolf. What?
Not really the image that comes to mind when I oh no, you don't want to do that.
Why not?
To the pirates?
Yeah.
Well, okay, but that's just affected the whole faction.
We aren't friends with pirates.
Well, the status just changed.
Oops, bad. My bad. Sorry, I'll stop. Somebody ought to warn me about those things.
Yeah, you don't really want to do that because somebody in the faction might be like at a pirate trade station or something, and then you loot a container on the other side of the galaxy, and suddenly they have lasers and stuff shooting at them.
Well, it's neutral. They'll be okay still. Not like I did that on purpose. Kinda.
Whoops, Butterfingers!
Nobody even saw me. How do they know? Stupid game. Besides, I was liberating it to bring it back to him.
Just taking it for safekeeping.
Yeah. I mean, it was sitting out there in the middle of nowhere on a derelict. You guys, you do want me to bring it back to you, don't you? Can you get high enough faction where you can actually loot somebody's containers without taking a hit?
No.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, theft is regarded negatively throughout the galaxy.
Oxygen processor, mining rigs.
Well, you want to start with mining rig 1. Should be marked.
I see rigs 3, 4, 5. Rig 1. Been tasked with inspecting the prototype mining rigs on the moon. Okay. Just who gave me this job? Hello, I'm your local HOA, and I've come to make sure that you're adhering to the normal decoration rules. I'm gonna have to
I hope
find
this rig is staffed with union members.
HOA doesn't care about union. They care about beautification. think I'm down-ish.
Thank you.
You're static.
You normally don't have to get that close, does it not?
I didn't have to.
No, you've got the checkbox. Expect rig one.
Yeah, I see that. Just walking
Oh,
outside
it's
on my ship.
just a shiny thing moment.
Yeah. So look, shiny. Not to mention, I get to walk around on the outside of this beautiful hull. Come on.
It's a very, very pretty ship.
Very
It's a good ship.
Yeah.
Really well designed.
Mining rig 2. What is that? That looks like a mining rig 2. Vehicle bay, a pen. Look at all this stuff I'm finding here. Nobody's ever seen this before.
Yes.
Really? 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 Am I gonna have to get up out of my seat? Do I have to get up out of my seat for this? Why am
Oh,
I?
the humanity.
Why does things feel wrong here? I feel like the ship is stuck. It's not maneuvering at all. Oh, there we go. That's why, because it had to spawn in. Whatever.
I hadn't loaded in. Is the server busy? Not excessively so.
Okay. Apparently,
Looks
I
like
still
it's
have to
still
get on my
loading the
seat.
terrain as well.
Looks good? Looks good. The Autominer 2000. Creative naming. I'm impressed. Not.
Ugh, it's so last century.
Move on to the third. Three. The number of the counting shall be 3. You know, like a Saturn rise on Io or something, or not Io, but was it Ganymede? That must be pretty impressive to see the rings and everything else come over the. I mean, just the massive nature of that thing is
Yeah.
must be very impressive, or will be
Yeah, it'd
very
be something
impressive.
to see it in real life, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go look.
I don't think we've actually. No human has actually ever seen. I mean, obviously we have photos from probes and stuff, but I don't know that human eyes have ever actually seen that.
Nope. The only thing we've seen with human eyes is Earthrise. Assuming you're not one of the, conspiracy theories kind of guys.
Right, yeah, it was all done in a
Well,
studio. And, yeah.
glitch.
Yeah, you sometimes get that with you when you come out of your driving seat. The position of the ship has to correct itself. It's a bit weird. Sucks when you find yourself outside on a lava planet.
I bet it does. Foods? No. Yeah, foods? Was it foods? No, it wasn't foods. What did I call that? What did I call that? I called that something. Oh, MREs is what I called it. Guess they didn't. Whee! Okay. This one shows signs of structural. This feels as someone was trying to break through this side. Find the fourth. Yeah, looks like somebody tried to break in. Never mind. Just keep going. Nothing to see here.
We got a break in here. Okay, well, let's go down the street and get some donuts.
Terry would like to know what kind of donuts you're going to get. Chocolate bars. You know, the regular donut ones with the chocolate frosting on the top.
Yeah, or, some bear claws.
Bear claws are okay. The chocolate ones filled with cream are good too.
Mm-hmm. I quite like the custard ones.
Custard? Yeah.
Vanilla custard, yeah.
Come on, Terry, you got to get in on this now. You started it. This rig is ruined and we'll need a repair team. Nothing you can do about it now. Move on. Burn to the ground. Let's go get some more donuts.
There's absolutely no civic responsibility here at all, is there? Someone's trashed this rig. Oh well, never mind.
Is it purple? You'll get my interest if it's purple. He misses the fancy ones they have at this local chain, but they went up to $5 a donut. What the? Wait, well, holy smokes! $5 a donut? Those big donuts or those like little donuts?
The place I used to work at had a really high market deli down the road. It was fantastically expensive, but they did the best range of cheesecakes. Just decadent luxury. Really, really good.
What? A telepad detected. Do I get to fight? There's a chocolate one with chocolate glaze and chocolate frosting and chocolate cookie crumbles. Holy crap. Chocolate overload? It appears to be a Xerox hack in progress.
Death by chocolate.
Okay. There's a Xerox console nearby, probably what they're using for their hacking.
No. If you can you actually get back up into your ship from the ground?
Yeah, I can.
Oh yeah, of course you've got that rear loading dock, haven't you? I don't think you can kill the pads. I'm pretty sure I tried that last time and it didn't work.
Where's the thing? There. Console stands ready. A Xerox hack was partially successful. Remove the Xerox computer virus. No mention of the schematics in the data logs. You should ask your contact where the schematic is. Return to the Polaris Distribution Center in the training center. You sent me to do this and you knew there was nothing here? Man, oh man. Alright. So this is how I get back into my ship.
Parkour?
I hate parkour. Yeah, I don't do donuts too much anymore. Type 2 diabetic tends to spike my insulin when I eat one of those damn things anymore. But I mean, I saw the appeal of the Krispy Kremes.
Hmm.
You got Krispy Kremes over there?
No, well, not that I'm aware of. Um, Periodically, we get sort of American chains that will expand into Europe, but sometimes they rebrand it, or other times it just doesn't work out. Like
Right.
the famous example is Coca-Cola tried to launch Dasani, uh, mineral water here, but they took a serious kind of PR hit when it was discovered that they were essentially just rebottling tap water. But then they also had an E. coli outbreak at one of their plants, and it was just like, oh, okay, well, that's that product dead then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a was it a Crystal Clear or some other water bottle company that was in California when we were there. They bring you the big old massive multi-gallon jug of water you put on top of the machine and get stuff out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, the water cooler thing, yeah.
And it was tap, but it was tap. Then it was run through a whole bunch of filters and stuff.
Yeah, the drinking water standards across Europe are pretty high. I don't know. I couldn't tell you if they're higher than US standards, but we haven't quite taken
Probably.
on board the bottled mineral water craze.
Hmm.
I think simply because the tap water in most places in Europe is actually pretty good.
Right. Well, I expect that to be a true statement. The water here does have a lot of I don't know. There's variations in what can be done and what can't be done, and it's not clear to most people what is which is which. So yeah,
Because you've got, well, I think it's complicated because you've got state regulations as well as federal. So
yeah,
I don't know. Sky might be the person to ask about this actually, because that's more his bailiwick. But
true.
you probably have different state and federal standards affecting water bodies and
Right. Well, I would
infrastructure.
imagine one of the things we've been running into has been aging water supply, public supply systems that were built
Yeah,
on, things that were at the time they thought this was a good idea, and now over time we've discovered, maybe not, you know.
yeah. Like I mean, in Europe, like particularly, well, certainly in the UK, lead water pipes to feed
Yep.
homes uh, at one time was considered a good idea. And
Right.
then over time we discovered, no, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah. Somebody should change that. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's like when I go around in the states here, and sometimes on like the East Coast, you'll go to places that have old buildings, and then I went into did my honeymoon in Ireland and went through and yeah, we have no concept of what old is. Everything for us is new. You want to see old, go
But
to Europe.
one of the reasons why copper was used extensively for water pipes was copper has a natural biocide.
Hmm.
You also used to get they used to join the copper pipes using silver solder, which is also a biocide. So it meant you wouldn't get or it was less likely that you would get kind of horrible, gunky bacteria and fungus growing in your water pipes. These days, I think a lot of it is plastic.
PVC. Yeah.
Because, of course, copper went up in price.
Right. You look, I
You
got my
might.
gun out. Talk to me, buddy. What?
I was going to say you might want to switch to like your multi-tool or something in case you accidentally shoot him in the face, because that affects the whole faction. Somebody has done that before.
Not.
We have experienced that.
All I know is you guys invited me into the faction. It's not my fault. It's your fault. And it was a
Well,
terrible idea.
HWS do operate a bounty system on their servers, so someone could put a price in your head.
Gotta find me. Hello, sir or madam. Excuse me. I'm offended already. Welcome to one of our Polaris Megacorp premier distribution centers. How may I assist you? Well, I don't know, but your antennas suck. Yeah, take that. Where's the schematic? You are not the alien I'm looking for. That's funny. Where's the schematic?
These are not
Oh,
the
yes, about
aliens
that.
you're looking for.
Well, you see, I'm afraid I may have exaggerated slightly as to the whereabouts of the schematic. We've
I
been
think
having
that
problems with the
happened about
Xerax
that.
infiltrators sabotaging our prototype mining rigs, but we could not risk open warfare by dealing with ourselves. That's where you came in. I knew that you'd be willing to pay for the schematic, but I could not be sure whether you would be willing to risk killing members of the Xerax Empire for it. I would have done that for free. But if I told you that it had been stolen by a ruthless band of pirate scum, then all you would give a clear conscience is what you needed to do. You lied to me. I exaggerated. The
Yeah,
lying is just
welcome to the world.
stronger. I see it was more of keeping out some unnecessary details. And in the end, Xerax problem has been dealt with, and you are now free to purchase the schematic you seek. Purchase? You said it would be free. I got a gun. I got a gun. Free? Oh, yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Well, then I'll transfer a payment of 500,000 credits to your bank account for the services rendered. Wait, did I say 500,000? I meant 10,000 credits. That's all you get. If you can cough up 3 million credits, then you are free to speak to me again to purchase the schematic. Or not, it's your choice. You slimy little bug. I'm going to crush you like a cockroach. See? Cockroach. I want a trade. I want that schematic. Fine.
Okay,
Hold it.
so a little explanation before. No, don't do that. A little explanation of what you see here. So, the schematic you really want is the rich asteroid mining drills. That's the one that costs 3 million. There's also the ice mining drill schematic, which is another million, but you can do without that.
Okay. So I want this for 2.7 million.
Yeah, because
Because
you
they
get a
like me
discount for being part of the faction.
for being me. Because I am just that cool. Okay. I got the schematic. You
Nice.
slimy little dude. All right.
Have you got another? Have you got the money to buy the ice one?
No.
Ah, okay.
No.
It doesn't matter. That's
I
fine.
only have 700,000 now. I've been robbed. Slimy little
Yeah, it's worth it
cockroach.
in the end.
It's a slimy little cockroach. All right. So, okay, F1. What the hell? Am I done? Expeditions. The Forge. I'm done. That's
Yeah, I
it.
think you. Yeah.
No big little splashy fireworks. Small band playing. What the hell? Man,
Did you not get some rewards other than the schematic?
I don't see none.
Guess not.
I got nothing.
XP and a few credits, I guess.
Yeah. A few credits and a sharp gee, thanks. Come back and let me screw you again.
Didn't even get a T-shirt.
I know. God damn. Next time, pull my hair. Shit. All right. So, I need to read this thing, don't I? Here?
It's not encrypted.
Not encrypted. Can I
You
just
just need
use
to
it?
go to a UCH chip to turn it in so you can make
Of
them.
course I do. Of course I do. Um, Maybe I come back. Is this this place I'm looking for? I want to go there. You won't let me click on it. I have to be far enough out to see it. What the hell is that about? Okay, there we go.
Just use W to go in.
Well, this is my backtracking. What do you want me to do? A W? Why? Well, what's with the there's W? I'm going W. Is that what you want?
Yeah,
Jump.
you're fine. Just jump.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's keep going. What do you want? I need a UCH ship, and you know what I'm gonna do? Let's hold up here. This was a starting planet ish. W, huh? Nope, W don't work. Pull out until I can actually click on the damn thing. Really? What the hell is wrong with this? That's sup. Actually, I want sup. What this'll that's already marked, so let's go home. No.
It was right in front of you.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
This'll
Your home base, yeah.
that one right there. Come on, give me speed. Well, okay, I gotta back out. No, I was going right. There.
Dear Lord.
And then personal. It didn't take it again. What the hell?
Man, they gave you an awful lot of containers.
I know, but I had renamed some of these. Can I
You
get
have
out
to
of
press enter after you change the name, or does
I
it
think I
take?
did. Can I get out of this? Can I get out of my seat? No, I can't get out of my seat. Not here.
UCH ship should be off to your left a little.
What you see? It says.
There's a
Oh, there is
UCH
one here.
ship in this sector, is there not?
There is. I was going to call one. I guess I don't have to do that. Cool. Message in chat. Da, 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 da. Come here, you. Tab out of that. No. I don't want you cruising away. Oh my God. There we go. I am going 100 meters per second, yet my thing on the side there doesn't tell me I'm going fast at all.
No, the thing on the side is your lock.
What?
Cruise control.
Yeah. But I'm at the whole bar that tells you how fast you're going. The blue bar
Oh, yeah.
disappeared.
Yeah. Occasionally there's a redraw bug. It doesn't fill in.
Crappy thing.
Your actual speed is shown above the bar.
I'm just complaining about the graphics. Not confused. Oh, wait. I need to be down one more. Missed. There we go. So this one, for example, P. These are small arms. And call this now personal. Personal. Enter. Okay. Click off it, click back, it's there. Point at it, hit the P key. It's changed. I did that last time. Wasn't taking. I think I need the encrypted data with me. Do I use the technical artifacts here? I don't, do I?
Raw data's communication, that stuff you might be able to sell to the guy, the trader in the lab.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna sit on
sure
him.
about that.
No, I think you can.
Yeah.
But there's also times where they ask for that as a quest reward or quest deliverable.
Yeah.
And I'm carrying it for that.
Yes.
All right.
Sensible.
Technical artifacts. I don't. That's not something I turn in, right?
Hey, where did you get 2 pristine chips from?
Which one is she talking about?
On the left-hand side window, on your main input, you've got 2
Those?
chip things. Yeah.
2 crypto chips. I got those off of hacking a couple of satellites.
Oh, okay.
I'm at the point
in.
now that I can actually start doing hacks. I figured it out.
Yeah, you should turn those in.
Okay.
To the UCH.
Oh right, I thought that was all my personal stuff here. Player. There we go. Okay, so we'll just take this. So much space in here. I could put in so many more SVs. I hate jumping maneuverability. You out of my way. All right. System console. Data chips. Turn in encrypted data chips. I've got 2 of them. Go. 2,000 credits, 2 research points, 20 unlock points. Progenitor research points, 25 terabytes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have any data pads or navigational. Actually,
you need to go to the other console to.
Oh, the translation master. Okay. No, I wanted to see what I spent at this point. Decode encrypted. Nope. UCH technology. Civilian.
I think it's civilian.
Okay.
There you go.
Got it.
Okay, now all you got to do is to make the turrets.
Get on your face. Whatever. Okay. I can't do it here. I'll have to go over to my other thing. But I just want to take a peek. What over here? No. Basic auto mining device. Auto mining device improved. Those are not the ones either, are they? What are these, turrets?
They're turrets, so it's under the like weapons sector. There you go.
Yep. An automated drill turret modulated for dense or rich asteroids only. Not effective versus other types of asteroids. Alternate manual firing mode available via the RMB for 200% damage. Okay. I need. That's actually not terrible. All right, let's go. We want to do mining turrets, and we want to do some superior CPU.
Mm-hmm.
Used underwater, really? I think this might, get this stuff, attach it. That might be a good place to end. And then, I'll spend time in between streams just
Yeah,
miscellaneous
rich asteroid
mining.
turrets are quite expensive to make.
What? I got all that stuff, I'm sure. Sure.
Sure you do.
Could always I have some more furnaces. I can always go sell them.
Yep.
Hmm. So, can you build a base next to an ice asteroid, put a turret on it to mine it, and then every time it refreshes, it just automatically mines it out?
No,
Damn.
because it won't let you put a base that close to the rich asteroids for precisely that reason, so that you don't get to automatically mine things as soon as they spawn.
Well, you can always put one right next to a POI.
Yeah, I mean, like most people put their bases in rich asteroid fields because they're pretty safe as long as you don't actually go to where the rich asteroids are. Because normally you jump in, it's about 10 kilometers away. That's perfectly safe.
Okay. That looks like a good place to park, even if I do say so myself. Yes, let's turn this thing off. But that does mean I need to do a transfer real quick from the Timberwolves MREs, which also didn't take the name. And let's go back and see. Personal's still there. Good. Okay. Meds over to storehouse food. Throw in that there so that way they don't decay. All right, so main input, there was some stuff. We'll throw that into ore, that into main, and that into ammunition. I don't think I had anything else. Yeah, see, look, the ammo didn't get renamed either. I know I renamed these things. It keeps popping them back for some reason. That's very annoying. All right. P. Devices. Universal. Oh, there's two of them, huh?
Yeah, so there's the regular turret and then the excavator. The excavators are unbelievably expensive, but you can't build them until you've collected some rich asteroid powder. So you need to build the small ones first.
Is that the neutronium powder?
You also need to, because they require ammunition, that's the deuterium fuel cells, which you can only make using deuterium collected from rich ice asteroids. That's why there's two schematics, the ice drills and the rich asteroid drills. However, if you can get a couple of the deuterium fuel cells, you can use the rich asteroid drills to collect the ice. It's not as efficient, but it saves you 1 million credits.
I see.
And you're already over CPU, so yeah, you'll need to make the unlocking the tech tree.
I need
Oh, no,
superconductors.
You not got any?
I have what? I'm missing 14.
Well, we could go and raid something. Probably collect a bunch of them.
What? Go into some POIs? You mean?
Yeah, go and teach the Xerax a lesson and steal all their superconductors.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. We'll do that. I think we're gonna go ahead and stop here. I'm not gonna put this thing on, but there it is for us to look at because it's gonna take what 10,000 CPU. Do I really? I don't need to put myself under that much, especially if we're gonna go do some raiding. But I think I'm gonna take a break. I'll come back later tonight for just doing some offline raiding. But any other questions before we go? Terry, you still out there?
What's the maximum flying speed of an African swallow?
He's still around. He says he's got no questions. Okay. Well, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. You have yourself a good day, and I'm back on Thursday, streaming probably right around 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time until up to no later than about 2:30ish, and then we will. This weekend, I think we'll probably try to get ourselves into some serious trouble because by that point in time, I should have enough upgrades on this that we can get ourselves out there and in the midst of pain.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, we start getting to do the fun stuff.
take care, all. Bye. You're welcome, Terry.